person you can know, and every place that you can go, and anything that you can show, you know they're nouns. A noun's a special kind of word. It's any name you ever heard. I find it quite interesting. A noun's a person, place, or thing.
Wait. This is the problem. This is why we don't really know nouns, because when you guys were in elementary school or middle school, this is all they taught you, that a noun is a person, place, or thing. But that's problematic, and we taught that to you because you were too young to really understand what they were. So today I want to talk for a few minutes about nouns at an adult level, so that you can really understand what nouns are. All right? Switch to that. So nouns. Nouns are naming words. They're what we call things, right? It comes from the Latin nomen, right? We've changed that as it comes into English and started to call them nouns. But what a noun is what we name things. It's the name of something, right? And if you think about it a little bit bigger, nouns are, if you think about it, when we started learning language as a species, right? As like cavemen back in the day, nouns were probably the first words that we used to communicate. Because what we need is to talk about things. So there's the caveman, right? He's talking to his cave wife, and here comes the saber-toothed cat, right? The first thing he wants to do is say, saber-toothed cat, right? It's naming things. And the same is true in language acquisition for babies. Their first couple words also are nouns, right? Because that's what we need to communicate. We want to name things. What is that called? So a little baby will say milk or mom or dad, right? They're not talking about are they cold or are they hot. They're talking about things. We want to name things. So nouns are naming words. And if you think of them that way, as we go to the tests, you'll be able to answer every single one right. We have that pre-test. So when we go through, what I want you to do when you're finding
Don
nouns.
Deming, come to the attendance office,
Really?
please. Don
Really?
Deming to the attendance office.
What you need to do is look at every single word in the sentence and ask, is it what we call something? Right? Nouns are naming words. So look at this sentence. Last Saturday I saw Paranormal Activity 5. Some movie, apparently. Right? Last. Is that what we call something? No. It's not a name. Saturday. Is that what we name something? Is that what we call something? Yes, that's that day. Right after Friday, right before Sunday. It's a noun. Can we highlight it?
No.
Okay. I. Is that what we call something? Kind of, but we don't call it something. There's not I there, right? It's what we're calling ourself, right? So that's not really a noun. It's technically a pronoun. We'll talk about that in another video. Saw. Is that what we call something? Yes, it is. There's that thing we call wood. It's called a saw. But is that how it's being used here? No. Right? In this example, it's what we do. So it's not what we call something. Not a noun. Paranormal Activity 5. Is that what we call something? Well, yeah, it's the name of the movie that I went and saw last Saturday night. So that, too, is a noun. Let's do one more example a little quicker. This flick isn't very scary, Jill whispered to me. This, is that what we call something? No. Is it a name of something? No, not a noun. Flick. We could flick someone. In that case, it's not what we call somebody. But here it's talking about a movie, a different name for a movie. So yes, that's what we call something. That's a noun. Isn't. You can't call anything isn't. That's not a name, not a noun. Very. That's not a name of anything, not a noun. Scary. Well, that's kind of a describing word, so that's not what we actually call something, not a noun. Jill. Well, that's what we call a person. There she is, Jill. It's her name, so yes, that's a noun. whispered. It's not the name of something, right? This is an action that somebody's doing, not a noun. To, not a noun. Can't call anything to. Me, that's also tricky. Is it what we call something? Kind of. These are pronouns, and we'll deal with those in another video. Last comment on nouns. There's two types of nouns. Common nouns and proper nouns. Proper nouns are the formal name of something, like this movie, Paranormal Activity, or Jill. Those are called proper nouns. They're the formal name. Like if you're writing on if they ask, give your full name for a state document, it's your formal name. Those are proper nouns. Common nouns are what we call things generically, when there's just a lot of them. Oh, Saturday, specific day, proper noun. Common nouns are things like flick or arm down in this other one, or sleeve, right? They're common. There's a bunch of arms. We're talking about all kinds of arms. It's the general name for them. In this test, you're going to have to know the difference between proper nouns and common nouns. All nouns are naming words, what we call stuff. Thanks. I'll see you on pronouns later. How long?
6:33.
Good.